Hey guys, Chris Cooking Nashville here. Today, the meat griddle, Chris-Griddle, some kind of color of yellow arches griddle. We're going to show you the carnivore and keto version of this famous breakfast sandwich. We are here with the keto and the carnivore versions of the famous pancake breakfast sandwich that comes from that gigantic corporation that we just don't trust that much. So if you've seen my carnivore pancake recipe, you're gonna need that for this recipe. I'm gonna link that down below. You're gonna go make one batch of that to make 4 of these meat griddles or Chris-Griddles. By the way, what would you guys call this? Would you call this a meat griddle? Would you call this a Chris-Griddle? Put it down in the comments down below. What do you think it should be called? The meat griddle or the Chris-Griddle? Let us know what you think. We have them here. I have both bacon and sausage. You can top them with whatever it is you like. Mine is the completely carnivore version, which I'll show you the difference. And then Ash's is the keto version, and hers is made with bacon and no cheese because she doesn't care for cheese on her breakfast sandwiches. Mine is a double-decker sausage with extra cheese because I love cheese on my breakfast sandwiches. We're gonna give them a taste, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make them for your whole family. I think it's time that we dig in. What do you think?
I'm down. It's like Christmas morning. I like how you put them in a wrapper, by the way.
I mean, listen, I'm throwing a little bit of shade, but
I feel like I'm leaving the drive-thru.
yeah, I don't have a drive-through window to hand it to her through, but
I love it. Well, for starters, I love the way it looks. I mean, it literally looks just like a McGriddle. It smells like syrupy. That, my friend, is a tasty and delicious treat. I feel like I'm at McChris's right now. Wow, that's a Chris delicious. Oh man, it literally tastes just like the classic. You got the pancakes. I can clearly taste the little bits of syrup. The bacon. You got the fried egg, which is delicious. Interesting enough, the only egg that I taste is the actual fried egg itself.
yeah,
I used to work at those big golden arches back in the day.
yes,
And I made a lot of these. And unfortunately, I ate a lot of them back in my day too.
so did I.
This literally really does taste just like it. My only complaint, the golden arches, they have like, you know, the M.
The big letter M baked into it.
They have the big letter M baked in. You need like a big C or a big like CCN for
Yeah.
Chris Cooking Nashville. It's my only complaint. That is seriously awesome though. Super, super good.
Well, I'm gonna have to try mine now.
Dive in.
Mm.
Are we happy? It's a tough job. Someone's got to do it. That's amazing. That's delicious though. I keep getting like the little bits of like the maple syrup. You can just kind of taste these like liquid little pouches of syrup.
I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do that and how to get it in there. So, all right. Well, she loves it. I love it. I think these things are amazing. I think they are super Chris Cooking Nashville approved. So let me show you guys how we make the meat griddle or Chris griddle or whatever kind of griddle breakfast sandwich you want to call it. So the first thing we need to do is make one batch of my carnivore pancake recipe. So I'm going to add in my sour cream, and I'll make sure to link this recipe below, but I'm going to go ahead and add in my egg yolks and a little bit of egg white. Next, my white vinegar. My egg white powder goes on top. My beef gelatin, baking soda, and my melted butter, and then we're going to whip this up until very smooth, and I'll make sure to have some water standing by in case I need to make it thinner to work with when it's time to cook it. I have my crepe pan preheated to a medium-low to low heat. I'm going to very lightly brush this with lard. Use any animal fat that you want, but make sure your pan is very well preheated and non-stick of some kind is the best. I'm also going to link these silicone rings down below. This is going to be used for making our pancakes and our eggs to make our Chris-Griddle perfectly sized. You can see this has a little ridge on the inside. We're going to start with that side down. And as usual, my sous chef is in the kitchen, hoping she's going to get a bite of something today. So I have a smooth pancake batter, a little bit of extra water in case I need it, and you can see this is the texture I'm looking for. It is thick, but it is running out of the ladle. We're also going to have a lid that fits this pan standing by. So now we're going to take a ladle of our pancake batter and put this inside of the ring. And we're only going to fill this about 1/3 to maybe halfway up the ring because these are going to expand as they cook. Next, I'm going to add a spoonful of water outside of the rings to create steam. And then we place a lid over the top to trap the steam to help cook the pancakes. After a couple of minutes, you will see the pancakes beginning to bubble and expand. This is how you know they're starting to cook through. And when you start to gently push on the side, they're going to look jiggly and they're going to start to slide across the pan. That's when we know it's time to take our spatula, slide it underneath, and flip them over just like that. Place the lid back over top just to help them cook through, and once they are puffy and done on the other side, we can take them out. One of the ways you'll know these are done is that the ring is going to pull right off the pancake when it's finished cooking. And you can see these are done on the other side as well, so we can take these off of the pan, and these are going to be for the carnivore version. Now for the keto version, or if you're a dirty carnivore that does the sweeteners from time to time, we're going to start with a 1/4 cup of allulose. And directly to the bowl of allulose, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of maple extract. And we're going to start to stir that together. And this is optional, but just so you can see this a little better, I'm going to add some brown food coloring to this, just a drop. And truthfully, the easiest way to combine this all is to just use your fingers to mix all of the maple extract and that brown food coloring through the allulose. And you'll be left with a brown maple flavored keto sugar, which is going to be used to make our perfectly keto and slightly sweet pancakes. For the keto version, it's the same process. We're just going to add half the batter at a time. Then we sprinkle some of the maple sugar on top of the batter. Use as much or as little as you like. And then add more batter on top of the sugar. Again, we add our spoon of water, add the lid to trap the steam, and when they start to get puffy and they start to jiggle, just like this, it's time to flip them over. All of that maple keto sugar we created is going to make little pockets of keto syrup inside of these pancakes. And when they're done, the rings will peel away. And they might need a little jiggle for encouragement. Just repeat this process until you've used all the batter. I got 8 of these pancakes out of this, so I was able to make 4 breakfast sandwiches. For the other parts of my sandwich, I'm going to use eggs, 1 egg per sandwich. And to cook them, I'm going to drop a small cube of butter inside one of these rings for each egg. Then crack an egg into each ring. Now we just need to break the yolks with a fork and stir. Add a very small pinch of salt on top of each egg because I don't like my food unseasoned. And then we're going to use the spoon of water with the lid on top trick to cook the eggs. As soon as the whites on top of your eggs start to actually turn white, you know that they are cooking and it's about time to remove the rings. We're going to flip these over just for a few seconds to make sure the other side is cooked properly, and then we can begin to build our sandwiches. These eggs are finished, but don't let them get away. You can top these sandwiches with whatever kind of meat you want. I'm going to use bacon for Ash, I'm going to use sausage for mine, and I'm just going to use the exact same pan that I've cooked everything else in to fry up my bacon. Makes this really easy when it comes to cleanup. Here's all the components. I'm going to use some sliced cheese for my sausage sandwich, and it's time to build them. All right, y'all, that is the meat griddle, the Chris-Griddle, the whatever kind of griddle breakfast sandwich you want to call it. It is absolutely amazing. This is the best breakfast sandwich that I have created for keto and carnivore type stuff. I've tried doing biscuits and English muffins and all kinds of things. This is the first one that I'm actually happy with what I have come up with. And honestly, I would rather eat this than what comes through the drive-through window anyway, because it's better. All of my links are gonna be down below. The link for the recipe for this, there will be a recipe card on my website. That link will be down in the description box as well. Scroll down the page. This recipe will be at the bottom of the page when this video goes live. Thank you guys for all of your support. We really appreciate everything you guys do to help us out. Big shout out to Keto, Chow, and their amazing salty electrolyte packets. Those are really on our mind because we ran out and I didn't order them fast enough. It was my fault. We had some of the competitors' packets left over. I gotta be honest, we had those for 3 or 4 days, I guess, while we were waiting on our delivery, and neither of us felt as good. So if you guys like some other brand, that's cool, but for us, the salty packets are by far, in my experience, the best on the market. They're not sponsoring this video or anything. I just really love what they do, and I love how they make us feel. So I have a Keto Chow link down below if you would like to get a discount on your first order of those, and if you'd like to go try them out. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna finish up our Chris-Griddles here in just a minute, and I'm gonna have to make her another one.
I'm already done.
She's already done with hers. So I'm gonna finish mine and I'm gonna make her another one. Thank you guys for watching. All of my stuff is down below. This is Chris Cooking Nashville, my wife Ash Taylor. Eat your meat, especially when it looks like the McGriddle. Love your life, and we're gonna see you right here in the kitchen for the next very interesting recipe.
I ate that in like 30 seconds. You gonna be back? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
These are great. Happy over there?
Oh yeah. This is good.
Yeah.
I take my job very seriously.
I know, you're good at your job.
I try.